lovelies, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Yasmin. Thank you so much for being here. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing another tea time, wine time video. I think I changed it now to wine time. And if you guys are new, hi, first of all, thank you so much for being here. If you guys are new to the wine time, tea time videos, it's pretty much me. It's like story time. But some of them get pretty juicy and I don't like to hold things back. So this is just me spilling the tea for you guys. And it's a fun series I do here on my channel. If you guys are interested in that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And not only do I do tea time videos, I also do like makeup vlogs, other challenges here and there. So be sure to hit the subscribe before we begin. But anyways, yeah, so today's tea time, wine time video is it's a very touchy one because it's kind of recent, but I mean, kind of, sort of. It was probably like a year ago. But still, like, this one's going to be juicy. This one's going to be interesting. So, grab your drinks, wine, beer, snacks, whatever you're going to want. But this one's going to be a juicy one. So, anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. All right, I don't even know how to start this. But I guess we can start it by saying what pretty much the story is about. So, this is pretty much the tea time on when my house got vandalized. So, without giving any details or clues too much throughout the story, I'm just gonna, start with this. So the setting, we were living with my mom and my stepdad, and Mark was living with me as well. I was there, and my sister lived there. So it was all of us under one roof. We ended up moving all in the same house, but the other person that lived there as well is my stepdad's son. And occasionally, his grandkid would like go there back, sometimes. But yeah, so he also lived there. So there was a lot of us in that house. So we actually had to share a room with, in my sister's room for a while because technically that was the living room, but my sister made it her room. But anyways, we all shared a room at one point. Like all of us, like my stepdad, my mom, my sister, me, and Mark all slept in the same room for a while. And then the stepson had his own, not the stepson, but the son had his own room all like across the hallway. So we had his own room, so we had his own space and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, so we were living there. So just to give you guys kind of a backstory, at the time when we moved in, my mom and my stepdad, who is actually now my actual stepdad because they're married now, before they were just dating, and we needed a new, like we all wanted to live together and live in a new home, so we'd all decided to move there. But yeah, so he's a very nice guy, very sweet guy. He's very helpful. He's very, very, very nice. Like, I am very happy that my mom, chose him because, that they chose each other because they work very well together. They love each other, and you can definitely tell when they're together, but like they're married in love. Anyways, so yeah, so a little bit more on the backstory. When it comes to my, us, as in my mom's children and my stepdad's kids, his son never really talked to us, like ever. Like he kind of just ignored us. He never really talked to us. He just kind of went to work, came home, and was stayed in his room while we were just chilling in the other room. Like he didn't really ever come out and talk to us at all, which is kind of weird because I feel like now that we're adults, you wouldn't be so like shy or so like like ugh, I mean, that's just me, my opinion. You're an adult. Put your big boy pants on and come say hi to, people that are living under the same roof as you. Like, you would want to get to know them, right? Man, never really talked to us. From what I know, from what my mother has told me and things like that, and just things that I've seen and witnessed and experienced and heard from my own stepdad as well, his kids are not very nice to him. They are very rude to him. They're very disrespectful in different ways, like vocally, emotionally. They're very disrespectful towards him. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure it is because they have some sort of, they don't have really closure when it came to their mom and my stepdad, when they were a thing or whatever. Which, I mean, everybody has their own, experiences with that, with divorce and things like that. I mean, when it came to my mom and my dad, my mom never told me, no, you can't see your dad. Oh no, your dad's a piece of shit. Oh no, don't look at your dad. Like, your dad's a piece of shit. Like, don't do that to your dad. Go make your dad suffer. My mom never told me that about my dad. She never made me picture my dad as a bad person ever. And I mean, my dad has made a lot of mistakes in the past, but my dad never is not a like a mean person, like he's a very caring person. He has made a lot of mistakes and his priorities are a little out of whack, but he's always been a good person at the end of the day. But anyways, but yeah, that's from what witnessed, what I've heard. My own stepdad, you know, I've seen messages, emails, things like that all the time. And it's really upsetting because then he gets upset about it and I feel really bad about it because he's a very nice guy and he doesn't deserve that, especially coming from his own kids. Like, that's very sad and that's very unfortunate. Anyway, so just keeping that in the back of your mind, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the story. So anyways, yeah, so he never came out, never said hi to us, never talked to us or anything. He pretty much just pretended that we didn't exist, which is kind of sad. But I don't remember how many months into the living situation until this event happened, but we were there for a little bit. So Mark had actually just started working at a dispensary for a few months now. And I was working at my same place. I was still working at Room, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so Mark just started working there. And if you work at a dispensary, you already know that you get a lot of free product to try out. Like, you get edibles, weed, wax pens, things like that. Like, you get a lot of free stuff, you know, to try out products. So, you know, so you're educated on the products, you know, when you sell it to your patients or your customers or whatever you want to call it. So he had a lot of that stuff. So like, we never really like were low on money when it came to that stuff because he always had stuff. And, you know, if he needed money for it, then I had it. If he had money for it, he would get it, you know? So it's like, we never really struggled with it, you know, and then we weren't scrapping around for it. Especially because I wanted to make sure Mark had it because he actually uses it for his own, you know, health, not necessarily just, oh my God, I'm going to get high. He uses it for his own self, his own health. So that's why I always, you know, make sure he has it. And we never really had a problem with that. So one day out of the blue, Mark and I were just laying in bed, kind of chilling. And I think my sister was on her bed as well. And then my mom was, you know, just came in the room, started talking to us and blah, blah. And then just out of nowhere in the middle of the conversation, I'm just going to call him, instead of my stepdad's son, I'm just going to call him Keith. Let's just call him Keith. It's not his real name, but let's just call him Keith, okay? His name's Keith because that's a really, you know, I don't know. I'm just going to use that name. I'm going to call him Keith. So anyways, Keith walks in, you know, kind of upset. I mean, we had actually heard him talking on the phone or something earlier. But he like came barging into the room and was talking to my mom and being like, where's my dad? Where's my dad? And then my mom was like, he's at work. Like, I don't know, like, what's your problem? You know, he wasn't yelling at her or getting in her face, but he was like speaking in a tone, you know. But anyways, so yeah, she's like, he's at work. Like, do you need something? And then he was just like, well, I can't find my wax pen. I can't find my wax pen. Apparently he couldn't find his wax pen for all, you know, who knows where the fuck he put it. And, you know, and then he just kept saying all this stuff. And then my mom, innocent, she doesn't know a lot of that stuff. So she's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, you know, because she doesn't know a lot of that stuff. She didn't know that until months later. Like, she knows what it is now, but before she had no idea. She's like, what are you talking about? And then he was just like, well, it's lost and I can't find it. It was in my room. So I don't know what happened. I wasn't here. It was there. And then all of a sudden it's not there anymore. So pretty much he was insinuating that one of us stole it. First of all, nobody goes into that side of the house, whether he's there or not. Like, we don't go over there and you know, the bathroom is there, but we don't, like, it's not in his room, but it's like next to his room. We don't go over there into his room at all. Like, we don't know what his room looks like. We don't go in there. Second of all, we have a lot of wax pens. Why the fuck would we want to steal your wax pen? Bro, if you needed a wax pen, you could just ask. You can just say, yo, I lost my wax pen. Can I have some? We would have actually offered him a wax pen or offered him weed or something like that if he needed it. If he actually came out and talked to us and actually tried to, like, communicate with us and try to be friends with us or something, try to be mutual. Like, we would have at least helped out. But no, apparently we stole the wax pen. Somebody stole the wax pen. But I'm pretty sure he just made that lie up just to stir some shit. Or, like, his friend fucking came over because he had a friend over the other day and fucking took it. I don't fucking know. But anyways, that was, like, the first time that he, like, really, like, was, like, trying to blame shit on us without actually vocally telling us, which is really stupid. But anyways, we didn't say anything because we're just like, this guy's fucking crazy. Like, he's dumb as fuck. Like, you're trying to say something, you can't just say, yo, who took my wax pen? Or if you ask us, yo, has anyone seen my wax pen? Like, I don't know what the fucking problem was with that. Anyways, days have gone by, and we started talking about visiting Mark's family in, I don't want to say, but anyways, we started mentioning visiting Mark's family about 30 minutes away. They live about 30 minutes away. Because apparently Mark's biological dad, like dad, was visiting his uncle's house. So we were just like, oh, we were super excited. Like, he was excited, like, because I think it was his first time coming down too. And it was my first time meeting his actual dad. So I was genuinely excited. I was just like, yeah, so we were planning it. We're just like, yeah, we're going to go at this time, blah, blah, blah. So, like, we were talking about it, you know, in the room all the time. time. Like, we were always talking about it. So for everybody to hear what day, what time, when we were going to go, for how long. So with that in your heads, just, you know. Anyway, so we were talking about for a good amount of time. So that day finally comes. We start getting ready. We're super excited. We start talking about it, you know, oh, we're going to go and we're going to be there and do this. We're going to be drinking and things like that. Like, we're just going to have fun with the family, you know, things like that. And, you know, and then we just leave our stuff the way it is, whatever. And then we drive up there and we're having a good time, you know, just enjoying family time until about maybe like an hour and a half later. An hour and a half later. My sister actually gets a message from Keith on Facebook being like, hey, the house just got vandalized. I just called the cops. You guys need to come down. And as soon as we saw that, we already know, one, who did it. So two, that this is some bullshit. Like, we were so pissed off. Like, we already knew who did it. Obviously, I'm not going to say because you guys are probably already making your own assumptions, but this gets good. But anyways, so we drive back down right away. We say bye to everyone. We let them know that we may be back. It just depended on the situation. But I was freaking out because I already knew, we all knew who it was that vandalized our house, you know. And I was afraid because I had 3 cats and my dog in the house, like, especially my 2 cats. Actually, it was Luna and Jaspy and my dog, and they were in the house. And I was worried because I don't trust anybody with my pets. Like, I freak out. Like, I was freaking out. Like, I was just like, bro, somebody got vandalized. Maybe the door's open. Maybe the cats ran out. Maybe the dog ran out. Maybe they got hit. Maybe they got killed. Like, I was freaking out so bad. So I was just like, y'all gotta drive fast. Like, I need to go to the house and check on my babies. Like, I gotta go check on the cats. I need to check on my dog. Like, I was freaking the fuck out. Anyways, we get to the house. What's his face is over there. Keith is getting questioned by cops over on one side. I didn't even talk to him. I didn't say nothing. I kind of just walked towards the house. They didn't let us inside because they were still, like, investigating and taking pictures and stuff. But I was just like, bro, like, I was just asking, like, did y'all see cats or my dog? And they're just like, ma'am, we do not know where the cats or the dog are right now, but we are taking pictures and we're trying to take care of this, blah, blah. And they wanted to ask me questions right there and then. I was just like, I just need to go inside and see if my pets are okay. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I need to see if they're okay. I was hysterical. Like, I was the only one who was hysterical. My sister and Mark were pretty calm about it because they already knew who did that bullshit, but we were just freaking out. Like, I was freaking out, actually. I was freaking out. So the cops asked us, like, oh, like, you know, like, you think, you know, who might have done this and blah, blah. And immediately we all said, Keith did it. Keith is the one who did it. There's nobody else but Keith because Keith never liked us from the beginning. We literally ratted out Keith. We said, no, it was Keith. He did it. Like, there is no freaking way that anybody else would have done this. Like, Keith was here by himself. And you know what's weird about it? When we walked into the house and we, like, checked if anything was missing or anything was damaged or whatever, only our room where we were staying in was destroyed. The glass closet doors broken. My makeup shattered. Everything else was thrown on the floor. He, like, grabbed my, like, moisturizer and, like, threw it all over the wall, all over the floor. Like, foundation, the glass was broken. Everything was, like, fucked up. It was just our room, though. Nothing was stolen. We had a brand new Nintendo Switch, and I had my Xbox there, and an Xbox 360. Nothing was stolen. Mark had weed. Mark had wax. He had guitars. Like, nothing was stolen. Keith's room, perfect as pie. Everywhere else but our room. Our room was the only one that's destroyed, sorry. Only our room was destroyed. So, again, we let them know, oh, it's definitely Keith. Definitely Keith because he only destroyed our stuff. Like, he didn't even bother to destroy his own stuff to make it look like the burglar or the vandalizer came in and destroyed everyone's shit. Or nothing was stolen either. Like, nothing was stolen. So, obviously it wasn't a burglary because we had a lot of expensive stuff and weed in the house. Like, that made no sense. Which the cops were fine about it because Mark showed them his medical card. So they were fine with him. Like, they knew it was his weed, but he had a medical card. And he still has it. So it's fine. But, like, we're just very confused. Just like, what the fuck? Like, we were telling him, it's fucking Keith. Arrest Keith. After that, the cops were still questioning Keith. And even the cops knew. The cops knew that it was Keith. But they could not fucking take him in because they didn't have proof. But they knew. They knew because they heard us and they knew that we were telling the truth, that it wasn't, like, we knew it was him. Like, there was nobody fucking else but him. And the cops knew. But again, couldn't do it without fucking evidence. And we tried, but we couldn't find shit. But when my stepdad and my mom came home, we did call them on, you know, when we were on the way. We also called them so they could be on the way. They were actually coming back from Vegas. So, of course, Keith had the perfect opportunity to fuck up the house because, one, my parents were in Vegas. Two, we were out like 30 minutes away fucking trying to have a good time with family and drink and stuff. Like, obviously, he saw the perfect opportunity to fucking destroy our shit because he knew that we were going to be gone. Especially my parents, because they put it on Facebook, too, that they were going to go to, like, some concert or something like that. So he fucking knew. He planned it. He planned that shit for sure. So my parents get home. They make sure that we're okay, blah, blah. I'm still hysterical. My cats were okay, by the way. They were hiding underneath the bed. So was my dog. Like, they were all okay. Thank God he didn't, like, fucking kill them or anything like that, which is what I was afraid of. He didn't, like, strangle them or anything. Like, they were underneath the bed. They were fine. They were terrified, obviously, from all the noise. But my stepdad and my mom come home, and my stepdad looks around the room, and he automatically knew that it was him. He knew it. And I don't even remember where Keith was at this time. I don't know if he was in his room or where he left. I don't remember what happened, like where he went, because I was just hysterical and like in shock that this even fucking happened to us, because I didn't think he was that fucking crazy. Like, he's a fucking psycho. But anyways, so my stepdad looked around the room and, you know, he notices that there are blue marks on some of the things that were hit. I think it was like scraps of like paint, of blue paint. And automatically my stepdad was just like, I think he looked at my sister or my mom, or he looked at somebody, and they knew the object that he used to destroy our products and everything else. And apparently he had a blue bat in his room, in the corner of his room, that was just sitting there. Of course, my stepdad knew what color it was and what bat it was, you know, because he went in there, because he goes in there, it's his son. So yeah, so he knew automatically that it was a blue bat. We called the cops, let them know, hey, we may have thought of the object that was used, and it was probably, it was a blue bat that was in his room. Stepdad confirmed that there was a blue bat. But again, this fool, fucking Keith, I don't know where he took the blue bat, but we were never able to find the blue bat. We looked everywhere. We looked everywhere to find the fucking bat, and we don't know where it is. That is the only thing that is keeping fucking Keith from going to jail, is that fucking blue bat. Literally. If we would have found that bat, he would have gone to jail. Like, So after all that fiasco, my stepdad kicked him out because of the bullshit that he put us through, like, for no fucking reason. Like, he kicked him out because he knew that that was wrong. He knew that wasn't okay. He knew it was his son. So he kicked him out. The son, I don't even remember what Keith fucking said or anything. I wasn't paying attention to him, but he kicked him out. And with that, we threw his stuff outside also. You know, because he was being kicked out. So we threw his shit out. He didn't stay there after that. We would still see Keith around town and shit, and we would just give him like hella disrespect, because you don't do that to us. Because first of all, you didn't even give us a fucking chance to like get to know you or to befriend you or be mutual with you. Second of all, like, get the fuck over it. Like, I understand the divorces and like parents separating, things like that, but bro, don't take it out on us. It's not fucking our fault. Like, don't take it out on us. Like, I don't know what the fuck his problem is, but we're, like, kind of in the same boat. Like, my parents divorced, too. You don't see me being fucking petty. Like, literally, they're all petty. Like, Keith, his sister, and, like, his mama, they're hella petty. Like, bro, leave us the fuck alone. You're adults. Act like a fucking adult. If shit happens, shit happens. I think this video's got me fired up because I already finished my glass of wine. But that's okay. Anyways, so yeah, never seen much of Keith after that. So pretty much, they're pretty much dead to me. Like, that side of that family is dead to me. I don't care. I don't care about him. I don't care about, you know, any of them. I don't care about his, you know, the sister. I don't care about any of them. The mom, I don't care. Because they, first of all, are really very disrespectful people. And they're, like, really bad energy. Like, I don't even want to be around them. Like, even if I had to. Like, I don't want to be around them. Like, I don't want to. And I just don't vibe with them. And they're out of my life. And I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit about them. So, and now I just want to make sure that my stepdad knows that he is cared for. That we love him and that we appreciate him. And that's what we're doing right now, because his kids are pieces of shits. So in case you guys haven't caught on yet to the end of this one, Keith did it. Obviously, if we put all the clues together, you know, it only makes sense. Like, Keith fucking did it, and he didn't get punished for it. Only because he took the bat, or had somebody take the bat, or I don't know what he did with it, but that was the only thing stopping from him getting punished for it. So So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I know you guys are loving the wine time series. So if you guys do have any ideas or recommendations that you guys want me to talk about in the next wine time, definitely let me know down below. But anyways, I think that's everything for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.